Hey you done with work?
Yeah, but, can you at least call me by my name?
What?
I know I'm not your mother, but your dad and I are married now, so can you at least call me Erin?
Ugh, whatever. Look, I want some ice cream. Get some on the way home.
What? Why don't you get some yourself?
What?
There's a convenience store right next to the house.
No way. And I don't want to spend my own money on ice cream. I gotta save up.
For what?
You know, designer clothes and designer bags. That kind of stuff.
You're still in college. You're too young for that.
I just don't want to waste my money on ice cream, okay? Just pay for me. Plus, I spent all my money yesterday on new clothes, so...
Wait, you spent all your allowance already? Your dad gives you $200 a month, and you take money from my wallet every chance you get. If you want to buy nice things, fine, but you should get a job or something.
You're so annoying! Shut up already! Oh, hey, there's this new bag I want, but it's more than $300. Can you lend me like $500?
No.
What?
If your allowance isn't enough, get a part-time job.
Listen, you. I'm the one who gave my dad permission to marry you. You know that, right?
That's irrelevant. I may not be your mother, but I still have to look out for you. I promised your father I would. So no, I'm not giving you money.
Screw you! If you want to stay in the house, you better pay up. If you say no, I'll end you. I'll just tell my dad that you picked on me. If I do that, he'll divorce you for sure. Don't forget that.
Allie.
I own you. You got that? Get that through your head. Just do as I say. I want my money by next Sunday. Got it? Hey, idiot. Where's my money? Where's my $500? Where are you, anyways? Why aren't you home? Answer me. I'll tell my dad on you.
Sorry for the late reply. I was driving.
I don't care. My money. Where is it?
I said no.
Stop talking back to me. And where's my breakfast? Come back and cook for me right now.
I'm not coming home.
What? You getting a divorce or something?
Divorce? No.
Huh? But then why aren't you...
Your dad and I aren't getting a divorce, but we're not going back to that house.
Huh? I don't understand.
You'll see in a few hours.
What?
Just wait and you'll see.
You're not making any sense. Hey, what the hell? My mom is here with her boyfriend. They're moving in? What is this?
They didn't tell you?
No, what's going on? Tell me.
Fine. That house, it's under your mother's name now.
Why?
Your father talked to her.
Huh? About what?
Your mother took custody of you. In return, your father gave her the house.
What?
We left the house around midnight when you were sleeping. Check our room. It should be empty.
Wait. So mom and dad made some kind of deal? But mom gets custody of me and she gets the house? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I was confused at first, but after he explained it to me, it made sense.
What do you mean?
Let me clarify a few things first. 5 years ago, your mom cheated on your dad and they got a divorce. You decided to live with your dad for financial reasons, correct?
Yeah, so? Dad had more money, so? Mom didn't even have a job.
Okay, makes sense. But
what?
You and your mom, you two planned this whole thing, right?
Huh?
Your father, he's not your real dad. And you knew that, right?
Huh?
Your dad, he's one of your mom's old boyfriends. You knew that, but you acted like you didn't know.
Wait, what?
Your father knows that you still keep in touch with your mom.
What?
But according to the divorce arrangements, you two weren't supposed to contact each other directly. You had to go through your dad. He knew something was up, so he hired a PI to look into it.
What?
Yeah, he's my personal ATM machine. Mom's living it up with her boyfriend. He still thinks I'm his real daughter? What an idiot.
Wait, how did you...
The PI got it all on tape. You two were laughing at him behind his back. But the thing is, he knew about it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but he decided to take care of you anyways. You two might not be related by blood, but to him, you were still his daughter. You realize that? But you two, how dare you? He was devastated when he heard those tapes. But he decided to move on.
What?
He said you're just like your mother.
So what? She's my mom.
The way you laugh, it's really mean, just like your mother.
What?
And he knew about the way you treated him.
What?
And I showed him all the messages you sent me.
What? You can't do that! That's an invasion of my privacy!
Maybe so, but he said you sound just like your mother.
What? Screw you! He's my father! How can he say that about me?
Actually, he's not.
Shut up!
After that, he said he was done with you.
What?
Then he decided to give up custody, and he decided to give your mother the house.
What? That still doesn't make any sense. This place is huge. My mom will probably invite her boyfriend to move in with her. And Dad still has to pay for child support, so what's in it for him?
Your mom, she cheated on her boyfriend, and he found out about it, and she got dumped. She had nowhere to go, so she came to your father for help.
Huh?
Yeah, she's got a new boyfriend now. But this one was married, so his wife was suing them both. She needed a place to stay fast and a source of income.
Okay.
She's talking about you, I think.
Me? What?
I think you're gonna have to leave school and get a job.
What?
Yeah, I don't think your mother can afford to put you through college.
But Dad, he gave Mom some money, right?
Yeah, but your mother, she spent it all to pay off her own debt.
What?
Yeah, but it wasn't enough. She's still got a lot of debt.
You're joking, right? Nobody told me about this.
Well, this is what your father told me, so if you want to know more, I guess you can ask your mother.
Let me come live with you.
What?
I don't want to quit school. I'm not ready to get a job. I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be in debt. Please.
I've got no say in this.
Convince my dad, please.
It's up to him, so my hands are tied. I'm sorry, but I don't know what else to tell you.
Wait, you said you'd take care of me. You promised.
Well, my husband gave up custody, so it's different now.
Hey!
You're a grown woman. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Take me with you.
Sorry.
Please!
Allie had to quit school after that. She started working as a hostess after that. But then she got fired in less than 2 months. Not only that, she slept with her mom's boyfriend. Then the two of them ran off. Not sure where she was now, but things weren't looking good for her. As for her mother, she tried to contact my husband again, but we were living abroad now, so there was no way for her to find us. Phew, glad everything worked out. Time to move on with our lives.
Thank you for watching. please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time!
Hillary, are you already home? It's starting to rain, so could I ask you to bring the laundry in?
Yeah, I'm home. I already took care of it.
Oh, great. Thanks.
What should I do with your work shirts? Do you want me to iron them?
Well, the thing is, I'm kind of particular about that, actually. I'm not sure if you can do it the way I like it.
Okay. Well then, I'll let you do it yourself.
Ha, you caught me. I take it back. Could you do it for me, please?
Of course. I'll take care of it for you.
What would I do without you? By the way, is your lunchbox still big enough for you? You've been using it for a while now. If not, I'll buy you a new one.
My lunchbox? I think it's big enough. Why? Are you planning to use it or something?
Don't you have a field trip coming up? I was thinking maybe you'd want to use it then.
Well, it's more of a competition than a field trip, really. But anyway, you're going to pack me a lunch? Are you sure you can?
You usually leave the house by 8 a.m., right? It'll be fine. I'll just wake up a little early that day.
No, not that. I'm more worried about the lunch. Have you ever even made a lunch before?
Hey, who do you think makes you dinner every night? A simple lunch is no problem.
Your dinners are usually kind of burnt.
Don't you know? It's a cooking style. I do it on purpose. In some parts of the world, it's considered a delicacy.
Maybe it'd be better if it was something considered a delicacy in these parts of the world.
Well, I guess it is your lunch. I'll try to make it just the way you like it, okay?
Really? I'm still not sure if I can trust your cooking.
Hey, I had pretty good grades in home economics when I was in school. Just you wait. I think I'll really surprise you.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it then.
I got this. Hillary! How was it? Did you have fun?
I'm sorry, Dad. I ended up throwing away the lunch.
Huh? Did you really hate it that much? I made sure not to put anything that you didn't like in there.
No, it's not that. I dropped it, and it landed face down in the dirt. I'm sorry. I know you put a lot of work into it.
Ah, I see. Don't worry about it. It's not like you did it on purpose, right?
Yeah, I just fell over, that's all. I wasn't paying enough attention.
Well, it happens. You didn't hurt yourself or anything, did you?
No, I'm okay. I'm fine.
Okay, that's alright then.
No, it's not alright. You woke up early and everything to make it. And then I didn't even eat a bite. All of that hard work right down the drain.
But at least you're not hurt.
Well, that's true.
That's the most important thing. Besides, your lunch took the fall for you. So it wasn't a total waste.
Okay, Dad. Thanks.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, you must be starving since you didn't get to eat lunch.
Actually, Mr. Harris bought me some lunch. He told me I could pay him back later.
Oh, really? I'll have to thank him next time I see him.
Well, if you give me the money, I can give it to him. And I can tell him you said thanks. I figure this way is easiest since you're busy and all.
Well, that's very thoughtful. But I'm going to give it to him in person, actually. I want to thank him myself.
But if I do it, I'll be able to give it to him tomorrow. Wouldn't that be better for him as well?
I suppose that's true. Alright, I'll give you the money tonight. Just let him know that I'll be thanking him in person later, too.
I'll tell him thanks for you. You don't have to go out of your way.
Hillary... Why don't you tell me what really happened?
Huh?
I told you I wanted to do it. Why are you so against me talking to your teacher?
No, it's not like that. I just thought it would be difficult for you since you're busy.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's all. Really.
Okay, then. I'll give you the money tomorrow, like I said, so please tell your teacher thanks.
I got it. I'll tell him thanks as well, okay?
Hi, is now a good time?
Jeff? I haven't heard from you at all lately. What happened? Did you miss me?
I see you almost every day, don't I? You are my neighbor, after all.
Even so, it's been a while since we've talked privately, hasn't it? I thought we'd been a pretty good single-parent team up until recently. But you got cold all of a sudden.
Well, a lot of things have happened since then.
What kind of things? I can't remember anything, so you'll have to remind me.
Come on now. Well, maybe it's better this way anyway. Anyway, more than that, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about.
What? Did something happen?
Well, apparently, my daughter dropped her lunch during a field trip. Mr. Harris ended up buying her lunch, so I went to the school today to thank him.
Oh yeah, I heard about that from Katie. That's too bad, huh? After you went through all the trouble of making a lunch and everything. Were you bummed out about it?
Not at all. As long as Hillary wasn't hurt, I could care less about the food.
Look at you being so understanding. Can you say Dad of the Year?
Look, this isn't about me. Actually, Mr. Harris told me that Katie knocked the food out of Hillary's hands on purpose.
Huh? My Katie?
Yeah. And she wouldn't tell him why she did it even after he asked her. So I wanted to see if maybe you knew anything about it.
I'm sorry. I haven't heard anything either.
That's what I figured. I thought Hillary and Katie got along so well too. I guess maybe they're having some kind of fight.
Oh yeah? Well, if Katie did that, I'll talk to her about it. Anyway, enough about that. I want to know why you won't say my name anymore.
Is that really important right now? We're talking about our children.
I can't help but think about it, though. So, why did you stop calling me by my name? You used to call me Sally, right? But now it's always just Ms. Parker. Plus, you stopped showing up at the parent groups. What happened?
I told you, didn't I? A lot's happened, so let's not get into it right now.
When you say a lot happened, are you talking about how I told you I was interested in you? Is that the reason?
Well, yeah, that's one thing. We talked about it after I told you no that day, right? I'm worried us seeing each other would have an effect on our kids. Don't you think it would be weird for Katie if she knew you liked her friend's dad? So I thought it's better that we keep our distance.
Oh, I see. So that's what you meant. I thought you just meant that you wanted us to do our best to keep our relationship a secret from them.
I'm not sure how you got that out of what I said. Plus, it's still only been 2 years since my wife passed away. I can't even think about dating other people right now.
Ah. So you still haven't forgotten about her.
I'm really happy that you feel that way about me. But when I think about Hillary, it makes me realize I don't have an answer for you. At the very least, I can't be dating until she's grown up and out of the house.
Even if that's the case, there's no problem if I keep liking you. My emotions are my emotions.
Well, feel what you need to feel then. But I'm still going to keep a proper distance between us. My daughter is the most important thing to me right now. I can't do anything that will upset her.
Well, do what you like then. I'll talk to my daughter about what she did, so you don't have to worry about that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I don't want to cause problems for you, regardless of whatever issues there are between us personally. Anyway, take care.
What's going on between you and Katie's mom?
What's this now? We're just two parents that have kids in the same class.
Are you lying to me? You just don't want to tell me.
No, I'm not lying. What's up with you today?
I already know all about it. You and Katie's mom were meeting each other all the time. Katie told me. Are you still going to try and lie?
I told you I'm not lying. Katie's mom and I used to talk like 6 months ago, but that's all. You already knew about that anyway.
Well, you know the other day when I dropped the lunch you made me? Actually, Katie is the one who did that.
Yes, I heard from your teacher. You didn't tell me because Katie is your friend, right?
Yeah, but I asked Katie why she did it. And she said it was because you took her mom away from her.
What do you mean? She said that her mom and I were dating?
She said you took her mom from her. She said that you don't love Mommy anymore. And that maybe you don't love me anymore either.
What? Of course I love you. You're the most important person in the world to me.
Really?
Of course. Plus, I would never date your friend's mother. It's true that we used to talk a bit. But now all we do is exchange hellos here and there, and that's it. You know that, don't you?
But you were saying hello every day before. And she was almost always there when you went shopping.
Well, when you say it like that, I did see her quite a bit.
I knew it! It was too much unless you were secretly lovers, right?
No, it was really a coincidence. And I always told you whenever I met up with her. That's all. I never hid anything from you. We promised we'd always talk to each other, didn't we?
Yeah. Okay. I believe you.
Thank you. Whether you like it or not, I'll always be with you. You're the most important person to me, after all. Of course, I'll never stop loving your mother either. So I don't want you to ever worry about that.
I'm sorry, Dad. I shouldn't have called you a liar.
It's okay. As long as you believe me now. It's only natural that you'd wonder if it was true since you heard it from Katie.
From now on, I promise I'll always tell you if something is wrong. Even if it's something I think is bad.
Okay. I'd feel better if you did that. Sally, I have something important to talk with you about. Is now a good time?
Thanks for messaging. I'm so happy to hear from you. I've told you before that anytime you want to talk is a good time.
That's great that you're happy and all, but this is kind of serious. Hillary said she heard this from Katie, but... Apparently you've been leaving Katie at home alone quite a bit and telling her that you're going out to meet me.
Ah, she told Hillary about that? Well, it's true. Is there something wrong with that?
Well, we haven't met up since a while ago when you told me how you feel. So I'm a little confused why you're telling your daughter that we're going out together.
Well, we used to bump into each other all the time, didn't we? So I got in the habit of saying, I'm off to say hi to Hillary's dad whenever I left the house. I guess sometimes it still slips out of habit. Katie must have taken it at face value and got the wrong idea.
Really? That's your story? If we're going to come clean, now would be the time to do it.
Of course! Why would I lie about that? Besides, all we ever did was say good morning or sometimes do our grocery shopping together. Just by coincidence, of course.
That's what I thought at first, too. But when I heard Hillary talk about it, the whole thing started to seem strange no matter how I look at it.
What's strange? Why shouldn't neighbors say hello to each other in the morning? And in a small town like this, bumping into each other at the grocery store is hardly that strange.
I thought the same thing, too. But then we seemed to run into each other at the grocery store near my work pretty often as well.
That store was close to my work at the time, too. I told you that.
But then you changed jobs after I turned you down. I started to wonder about that as well. Especially considering it sounded like things had been going well for you at your old office.
A lot happened, okay? Calm down. Nobody likes a nosy guy, you know.
That's fine with me. Honestly, that suits me just fine for the present.
Cold. Anyway, I'm tired of talking about this. Since you're finally texting me, let's talk about something a little more fun.
Maybe you're right. Okay, sure. Let's talk about something more fun.
That's the spirit. What should we talk about? Do you want to hear about these delicious pancakes Katie and I had the other day? I think Hillary would love them too.
Why don't we talk about this? It's a pretty clear picture of you following me, right?
Ew, what's this? Did you edit this or something?
No, of course not. It's a picture of me coming home from work the day before yesterday.
What is this, some kind of weird setup? Is this like some weird way of getting my attention or something? I guess maybe you do like me after all, huh?
Not enough? How about I show you another picture? Or how about a video? I started looking into things after Hillary and Katie had their fight, but there's still plenty more evidence.
Huh? You've known for that long? Do you really have more proof? I guess I do have to come clean then.
So, you admit to following me? Why would you do something like that?
It's your fault for not dating me! Not only that, but you won't even talk with me like we used to anymore. If you hadn't gone and said that, our daughters wouldn't have had to fight.
So you were telling your daughter that we were meeting up on purpose, huh?
It didn't work out as well as I thought it would, though. I underestimated how positive kids are. I never imagined they would make up so quickly.
What did you think was going to happen? All you did was hurt them.
I just did what I had to keep their fight going. I thought that if it did, you'd have to start talking to me again. That's all I really wanted.
So you'd hurt your own daughter just to get what you want. Do you have any idea what it means to be a parent?
I was just a single woman before I became a parent. A single woman has to do anything to keep in touch with the man she likes. I followed you so that I could learn your weaknesses, and then maybe I could use them to get you to date me.
Why would you exploit the weaknesses of someone you supposedly like? I would never victimize my own daughter to get what I want.
It's a free country. I didn't do anything illegal. Anyway, the real question is, what are you gonna do now? If you agree to date me, I promise I'll forgive you.
What do you mean, forgive? You're the only one who's done anything wrong here.
You took those photos without my consent. They won't stand up in court as proof of anything.
So what are you trying to say exactly?
You didn't have any evidence that you could use against me, so you started photographing me illegally. That puts you in the wrong here. But I'll turn a blind eye to all that if you go out with me.
Absolutely not.
Are you sure about that? What if I tell Hillary about these photographs? Or what if I tell Katie that you're taking photographs of me? I wonder what that would do to their relationship. If you don't want to find out, then I'd start deciding what restaurant we're going to for dinner.
I can't believe you're trying to hide behind the children. That's not something a parent does. Anyway, I'll tell you right now that I don't have any problem submitting these photos as evidence of stalking.
Oh yeah? You're so full of it. Lying out of desperation is not a good look.
An acquaintance of mine was taking these pictures of me. You just happened to be in them.
You don't actually think that excuse will work, do you? If I claim that you've been taking photographs of me against my will, everyone is going to take my side here.
Well, even if you did have a case, it's going to be a problem for you as well, since your stalking is what caused everything. I don't even care what happens to me if it means protecting my daughter.
Hey, let's think about this rationally. If you do that, we'll both be screwed. Why don't we just put all of this behind us and try to get along like we used to?
I don't want you anywhere near my daughter anymore.
Well, how about this then? I'll stop following you and I won't say anything weird to our daughters. And the two of us can keep a proper distance, just like you said. That should be fine, right?
Do you think I can trust someone who would hurt her own daughter so easily? I'm sure everything will work itself out after the lawsuit.
Come on, let's rethink this whole thing. This is just a simple crush gone a little too far is all. If anything happens to me, it's going to mean trouble for Katie as well. A nice guy like you wouldn't want that to happen, would you?
I've already spoken about that with your mother. Katie should be at your mom's house right about now. Now you can't use her as a shield anymore. Your mother actually asked me to go ahead and tell the police. She said it would do you some good to have to deal with some consequences.
I haven't heard anything about Katie going to my mother's.
Because I'm telling you right now.
What is wrong with you? How can you take my daughter away from me? And to talk to my mother behind my back? You're like some kind of monster!
I don't want to hear that from the woman that tricks her own kid into getting into fights. I told you I'd do anything to protect my daughter. This is my idea of what being a parent is. After that, I submitted my evidence and reported damages. Since it was her first offense and it was a small crime, Sally got off with just a restraining order in the end. Sally and her daughter moved in with her mother after that. After everything that went down, it doesn't seem like Sally likes me very much anymore. It seems her parents were pretty hard on her as well. I heard they told her she would be separated from her daughter and kicked out of the house if anything like this ever happened again. Even though what she did was really selfish, I hope she's been able to reflect on things and improve herself. Katie and Hillary not only made up with each other, but they're better friends than ever. Hardly a day goes by when they don't talk to each other on the phone. And I was relieved to hear that it seems that Katie has adapted well to her new school and is doing fine. I don't mean to dismiss the idea that parents have to take care of themselves and their needs as people as well. But I became a father knowing that being a parent was going to be my #1 priority. I think that I have to do everything in my power for my daughter, for as long as I'm alive. I chose to be a parent, and I know I can never quit being one. Maybe in the future, I can find romance again. But first, I want to prioritize my daughter's feelings above anything else. In my opinion, that's a parent's responsibility.